Roblox tower defense games are a dime a dozen these days on Roblox. It seems that every week, a new development studio creates a tower defense Roblox game based on a single gimmick. The game gets popular for about a month, and then the player count plummets until the next update. It's a cycle that almost all Roblox games go through, but in no genre is it more extreme or more contested than in the tower defense one. But there was a time, just as little as 5 years ago, where there was only one tower defense game, one titan that would have inspired a genre and given rise to another even more popular game. That game is Tower Battles. Tower Battles is, as you would expect, a strategical tower defense game where the goal is to survive 40 waves and eventually take down the game's final boss, the Void. Each wave grants you and your team more money, but provides harder zombies to deal with. Pretty stock standard tower defense gameplay. However, what made Tower Battles stand out, and what still keeps it alive to this day, is its unique PvP mode, which I don't think any other mainline Roblox tower defense game has replicated yet. There is a reason why Tower Battles is one of my most played and favorite Roblox games of all time. For a while, Tower Battles was the king of Roblox tower defense games, and even was able to stand toe-to-toe with TDS in 2020 to 2021. However, things are slowly starting to crumble apart. From the infamously slow update schedule to the notorious lack of transparency, to a Discord server and general community on life support. There are a lot of contributing factors to the downfall of Tower Battles. However, there's a lot to cover about the rise as well, and who knows, maybe there will be light at the end of the tunnel. So strap on in, friends, and be sure to like and subscribe, because today we will be talking about the rise and fall of Tower Battles, Roblox's original tower defense game, how it rose to stardom, and how it fell from grace. Of course, I cannot talk about the death of Tower Battles without talking about its rise. Tower Battles was first created in early 2017, although the original date of exactly when it was created is not really known. The TB Roblox place says that the place was created in 2011. However, back then it wasn't known as Tower Battles. No one but Planet knows what the original place was, as well as what the original release date of Tower Battles was. But whatever it is, it's not important to the rise. Tower Battles had a small but relatively active community back in 2017 and early 2018. The game got many towers added within the span of a few months, and even had its first event, Halloween 2017, in its early days. But it wasn't really until Tower Battles' subsequent Christmas update that the game started to get incredibly popular. Christmas 2017 drew in hundreds of new players, and also caught the eye of some Roblox YouTubers, such as Josh Matz and John Roblox, among others. Their coverage of the game kept the community alive and active, and with each passing update, the game just got better and better. The barracks, the DJ, the Zed, the mortar, these additional towers just continued to make the game better and better. Extensions to the base game also helped, with the addition of new zombies like the Guardians, and the addition of a secret Wave 0000, and constant updates to the game's final boss also helped things. Tower Battles was truly peaking around 2018, and the Halloween 2018 event, as well as the new Winter 2019 event, were incredibly successful. After Winter 2019, however, Tower Battles updates slowed to a crawl for a bit, as Planet took time to work on a massive update. It was during this time that a certain Roblox developer named Below Natural began development on a game known as Tower Defense Simulator. As the game grew, the competition between Tower Battles and TDS began, and at first it seemed that TDS was winning. It was receiving incredibly fast updates very quickly, and was even drawing the ire of the Roblox YouTubers. All of that was put to rest, however, with the drop of Tower Battles' 2019 update. This was the second largest update in TB history, adding 6 new towers, adding 2 new waves, and giving the game lots of balance changes. Tower Battles was back, and for a little it seemed like it was cementing itself as the Roblox tower defense game. Then came the Dark Age. Despite plans existing for it, Tower Battles did not receive any updates during Halloween, or Christmas, or winter of 2019 to early 2020. And as TDS became more relevant, Tower Battles slowly died. But Planet was cooking. During this time, he was working on something incredibly special, something absolutely insane. And on July 22nd, 2020, we got this. The Tower Battles 2020 overhaul update was the largest update the game has ever received, and in terms of what it did, was probably one of the largest overhauls in Roblox tower defense history. This, combined with the spottiness and lackluster hardcore beta update that TDS was having around the time, inadvertently helped Tower Battles out even more. This update gave all the towers unique animations, added 2 new towers, and overhauled the rest of them. There was also many changes to the versus mode, new enemies were introduced to the core gameplay, and in general everything was a lot more modern and professional looking. Tower Battles continued this streak with the introduction of its hardest event to date, Halloween 2020, which contained the best event tower, the Graveyard. This was followed up again by the Winter Overhaul Part 2 update, which polished up the game's animations and UI, added another new tower, and introduced a lot of other quality of life features. After this, however, despite the usual April Fool's update, Tower Battles went silent again for the summer, only to come back during Halloween with a new offensive tower called the Anarchist, as well as the introduction of skins. This Halloween update was followed by a Christmas update, which also just had skins, and a winter update in early 2022, which added my personal favorite event, as well as another new tower, the Harpoon Hunter. The final TB update to speak of was in July of last year, which was the summer update. This update added some new skins and came with a large amount of balance changes and a completely worthless tower. Unfortunately, since then Tower Battles has had no recent updates to speak of, aside from the April Fool's one, although in the Discord server, Planet has recently teased bringing back Halloween 2020 with a new tower. So honestly, looking back at it, while Tower Battles updates were certainly a long wait for, they do happen semi-consistently, and they're always high quality. So why has the player count dropped so much? Well, let's get into that now. Probably the biggest and most obvious reason is that Tower Battles isn't the only tower defense game on Roblox now. There are so many other options that appear like every month, and with a gimmick or theme that seems more appealing to players, regardless of quality or not. Anime tower defense. Another reason is, well, TDS exists. Whether or not you think it's a copy of Tower Battles, and the fact that the game has terrible balancing and abundance of microtransactions, you cannot deny that TDS sees more updates more frequently, which in the modern landscape of Roblox is just what keeps games alive and keeps player counts consistent. However, I'd say for a game that hasn't seen an expansion since the winter of last year, Tower Battles holding onto a 1 to 2k player count is quite impressive. It may not be the underdog of the genre, but Tower Battles has had such a dedicated community that it doesn't really matter how little Planet updates the game, people will still play it. Honestly though, Planet should hire more developers. Like seriously, it cannot be that difficult to find people. Jeez. In short, Tower Battles' fall from grace can be attributed to the slow update schedule, as well as the introduction of a large amount of competition. However, despite this, it still has an incredibly dedicated player base, and will likely receive an update sometime in Halloween. Calling Tower Battles a dead game is probably a disservice to it, but it's certainly not the titan that it used to be. But anyways, that's all I got for this video. If you enjoyed, please be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.